Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this video I am going to be doing a book haul, and it's going to be two types of book hauls. It's going to be a library book haul and an ebook book haul. So let's just hop right into it because this video is going to be kind of long because I did purchase a lot of ebooks. So let's hop right into the library books because when it comes to library books, my library does give you 3 weeks to have the book checked out. And of course, you know, when your 3 weeks run is almost up, you can renew or you basically, you know, have to return it. So the first book I checked out is this. And this is the 96 Words of Love by Rachel Roy and her daughter Ava Dash. So I did take notes because I'm trying to stay on track and keep it moving. The book is a retelling of a romantic Indian legend, and from the descriptions that it reminds me a lot of Pray Love. It gives me like that vibe in a younger type of version. So I don't really know how I feel about that because I didn't personally read Eat, Pray, Love. I did kind of watch the movie. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of bored me. But that's like the feeling I'm getting from this. And I've also noted at this book, because it was on display because it's in my library's like news section. You can't really see because my library also put the scan code, but there's a little review from Kim Kardashian West on the front, which I also don't know how I feel about that because for some weird reason in my head, I think she doesn't read. I'm not trying to be mean, but yeah, I mean, so I don't really know what I think about this book. I mean, I like Rachel Roy as a designer, and I know a little bit about her daughter Ava Dash because of Damon Dash, but yeah, this book is going to be interesting, to say the least. But the next book I actually have really high hopes for, and I'm really excited to read, and it is this one. And this is called The Opposite of Always, and it's by Justin A. Reynolds, and that's what the cover looks like. Okay, and then this book caught my eye when I was like looking at it. I was like, oh, this book looks interesting, but then I read the back, and the back says, this is a book about two teens who fall in love over cereal. When I fell in love over cereal, I was like, it's mine. It's mine. I need to read this. Like, you know, that type of thing. About a boy stuck in a time loop in the moment that makes a life worth reliving. Oh my gosh. The cereal part got me. And then I opened up the back, and then I read about the author and all the different jobs he used to do and all that type of thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I really, really need to read this book. So yes, I'm excited to read this book. This is going to be next on my list because I just got done reading one of the books I'm going to be doing a review on, which I think is going to go on up after this video. So yes, this book is going to be my next book I'm reading because, like I said, my library gives you 3 weeks. I got to get through this book. So I think it has 457 pages, so yeah, I need to get to it. On to the ebooks. So when it comes to ebooks, I use the Nook app, the Nook library, Barnes & Noble basically. I also have a section where I keep all of the ebooks, so, and that is what it looks like. It's basically it's about a girl named Gothel who is a witch who was punished for the actions of her mother, and has to stand guard over Princess Rapunzel or she dies. So yes, so basically her punishment is standing guard over Rapunzel and watching her and making sure, you know, of course she doesn't escape and all that type of stuff. But it goes into the story of how hard it was for this witch to watch Rapunzel. Like it made it like it makes it sound easy. Oh, she has to do is watch her, or she'll or the consequences she dies. But I think the neat part is gonna be going and seeing how hard it was. So it's basically like another side of the story, which I think it's interesting. So this is Curse. By Cassie ODell. So A Curse is basically about a girl named Clare who lives in a small village that gets attacked. So her mom sends her alone into this cursed forest that she was never allowed to go into when everything was all right. And she just sends her alone into the forest, but she leaves her with the words, "They will protect you." So my take on it is there's something in that forest, and that is why she was never allowed to go into that forest. But whoever they are, I really want to know who they are, who's going to protect her. So the next one is A Throne for Sisters, and it doesn't have a cover on the ebook, but it's by Megan Rice. It's about two sisters who grew up in an orphanage, dream about coming of age and living a better life for themselves. I don't know, a better life could possibly be, I don't know, being a princess or something like that. I don't have a clue. So the next one is called The Truth in My Lies by Ivy Smoak. I think I said Smoak. A Truth in My Lies is a lady who isn't supposed to leave her house. But in the mornings she goes on these runs, and that's how she breaks basically her husband's rules, because her husband doesn't want her to leave the house. She follows a daily routine except for on Thursdays. So she does something on Thursdays. And this book is a thriller mystery, so this is the next book, and it's called Arsenic in the Azaleas, and it's by Dale Mayer. So Arsenic in the Azaleas is a woman who got a divorce. Her husband left her, and he left her with absolutely nothing. The only thing she has is a house that her grandmother leaves her, and it's a very old house. And of course, you know, Dell, as you can probably see from the cover, she really loves animals. So her pets basically go into the garden and they bring back a finger. And when they bring back this finger, that, you know, leads her to go into the garden, and they dig up and they find bodies. So yeah. Who was the murderer? Was it the grandmother? We have to see and find out. Next one is Spellbound by Clare Bladchard. Look up this book. I have a hard time actually even finding like the actual book, but I did find on Barnes and Noble. I had to like go back and look at what the description was. It says, "There is a dark magic in the world of a very ancient kind, except today is usually comes masked as entertainment. It dances its spells into our lives in music and movies and games. For all its modern style, its spells are no less dark. Now there were, when the world was still young. The battle of control of the human soul ranges on in the most surprising of battlefields and in the most ordinary of places. And make no mistake, it is a battle of territory, both on the ground and in the human soul." So that is like the description, which I couldn't make no sense of it. So the next one is this, and it's called Playing with Fire by Sherry Ficklin. And Playing with Fire is about a young girl who moves to North Carolina, leaving her old, troubled type of life behind. And she's very happy about this because when she moves to North Carolina, she gets a fresh new start. Nobody knows her type of thing. But some internet hackers hacked the computer and all her loved ones are at risk. Yeah. Okay, and then this is the next book. It's called Unenchanted by Chanda Hahn. I think that's how you say the last name. So Unenchanted is about a girl named Maria, popular, saves her crush's life on when they went on like this field trip. And then this changes everything. And then everyone at the school starts to see her as that, you know, like unpopular girl to the hero. And then the last one, which might sound crazy, this is the next one, and this is the Chronicles of Kerrigan. And it's a box book of 6 different type of books. And I did find the description of like what the books are in whole, because I mean, it's 6 books in one ebook. And the description says that 15-year-old Ray Kerrigan never really knew her family's history. Her mother and her father died when she was young. It is only when she accepts a scholarship to a prestige guided boarding school in England that a mysterious family secret is revealed. Will the sins of her father be the sins of her daughter? As Ray struggles with new friends in a new school and a star-striking forbidden love, she must also face the ultimate challenge, receiving a tattoo on her 16th birthday with a special power that may bind her to an unspeakable darkness. It is up to Ray to undo the dark evil in her family's past and have a ray of hope for her future. Ooh. Yeah. So that is what, you know, those stories are about. So that is the end for this haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know, but if you did, let me know. I mean, give the video a thumbs up, comment, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.